In the top stories, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew has held a series of meetings aimed at strengthening ties between St. Kitts and Nevis and the EU. Senior Met Officer Elmo Burke has confirmed the severity of the drought facing St. Kitts and Nevis. And the OECS has launched a new campaign to preserve education reforms made in St. Kitts and Nevis under the Pearl program. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the bet. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
On Friday, June 19th, get ready to go green and have a blast doing it. Join the Ministry of Environment, Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment for the Green Expo, the biggest eco-friendly event of the season. From 2 p.m. until 6 p.m., the action comes alive at the Royal Bastia Valley National Park on the Kim Collins Highway. This year, we are showing you how to bring sustainability home. Come explore a vibrant showcase of creative entrepreneurs, conscious producers, discover smart, renewable energy ideas, amazing water-saving solutions, interactive displays, prizes and giveaways, and fun experiences for the entire family. For more information, visit the ministry's social media pages on Facebook and Instagram or call 869-467-1081 today. Join us at the Green Expo, Friday, June 19th at the Royal Bastia Valley National Park, where green living meets good vibes. Life in the tropics, baby.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis Dr. Terence Drew has engaged in a series of high-level meetings with European Union officials aimed at deepening ties between St. Kitts and Nevis, CARICOM and the EU. Drew and his delegation held a working lunch with several senior EU officials, including EU Ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Fiona Ramsey. Discussions focused on renewable energy, geothermal opportunities, regional air connectivity, cybersecurity, and digitalization of the public sector. The Prime Minister also met separately with Salvador Pinto da Franca, advisor for Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean in the cabinet of the EU's High Representative for Foreign Affairs. That meeting covered economic diversification, climate action, and regional development. Prime Minister Drew used the opportunity to highlight ongoing reforms to the Federation's Citizenship by Investment program, including enhanced security measures and efforts to reduce dependence on the program through investment in tourism, agriculture, technology, and sustainable energy. And additional meetings were held with European Commissioner Magnus Brunner, Executive Vice President of the European Commission Teresa Ribera, and Delphine Pronk, Managing Director for the Americas at the European External Action Service. Officials on both sides reaffirmed their commitment to continued dialogue and cooperation in support of sustainable development across the Caribbean and Europe. Meanwhile, Senior Met Officer Elmo Burke has confirmed that the ongoing drought has led to a severe drop in rainfall across the Federation. Speaking at a NEMA press conference on Friday, Burke said St. Kitts and Nevis received less than half the normally expected rainfall up to the end of May.
We here in St. Kitts and Nevis, based on the rainfall totals observed at the RLB airport up to the end of May, we would have seen a reduction of 6.84 inches compared to our climatology or our long-term average of 15.5 inches. Again, I said we have seen a reduction of 6.84 inches when compared to 15.5 inches by this time of the year. That is, we have received only 8.66 inches of rainfall by the end of May.
Burke also explained just how serious the situation has become.
Put simply, we have received only 44%. Put simply, we have received 44% less rainfall up to the end of May when compared to our long-term average. And when we look at our long-term average, we are looking at the period 1990 to 2020. What we have recorded so far in June has done very little to improve the situation here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
As of June 12th, St. Kitts and Nevis had received just 1.3 millimeters of rain compared to the 3.41 inches normally recorded by this point in previous years. Burke stressed the need for the public to conserve water.
As drought conditions are likely to persist through this hurricane season at varying intensity, it is important that we begin to conserve now and not wait until later in the event conditions do not improve significantly.
Meanwhile, the OECS Commission has launched a new campaign to preserve and build on education reforms implemented in St. Kitts and Nevis and other member states under the OECS Pearl program. The campaign comes as the Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning, known as Pearl, nears the end of its official project phase on June 30th. St. Kitts and Nevis has been one of 8 OECS member states participating in the initiative, which has supported curriculum modernization, digital learning, early childhood education, and services for students with special education needs. The new campaign, called the OECS Pearl Legacy, is designed to make sure those reforms continue to benefit students, teachers, and families across the Federation. It will focus on supporting education leaders, teachers, parents, and policymakers as they work to sustain the changes made under the program. Priority areas include strengthening early childhood education, expanding support for students with special education needs, promoting teacher development, and encouraging greater use of the OECS Learning Hub and harmonized primary curriculum. And after the break, police are urging the public to stay alert for fraud and counterfeit currency ahead of the St. Kitts Music Festival. And the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will launch its new Office of Financial Conduct in September. The details after this.
This summer, the Caribbean's premier music experience returns. Welcome to the 28th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival, featuring the incredible Kilani, Fantasia, Beres Hammond, Luciano, Soca King Marshall Montano, Soca Sensation Voice, and Vaughn. Dancehall giant Movado, Idonia, and the new wave, Valiant. Also featuring Massacre, Cranium, Taurus Riley, Steel Pulse, Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band, Shanil Mir, Diani, Rodney Tatat, and Zoo. The legendary New Vibes Band International, Brandon and ASAP Band, Shelly and Signal Band, plus Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire, Rukas HE, and Garlic and the Upper Level Band. June 25th to June 27th, Warner Park Cricket Stadium, St. Kitts. Get your tickets now at stkittsmusicfestival.com. The St. Kitts Music Festival, where music meets paradise.
Lace your sneakers, grab a friend, and get ready for Praise Fest 2026, the Federation's premier gospel concert, in collaboration with St. Kitts Music Festival. Join us on the Antioch Baptist Church grounds as we praise with Tehillah Gospel Band, Unique Touch Christian Center Praise, Brent Hoyt, Positive, and Chevel Franklin. Earthen Vessels will start it off with praise and worship. This all goes down June 21st, 2026, starting at 5:30 p.m. on the Antioch Baptist Church grounds. Secure your tickets at Sister Beverly on 4th Street, Westside Service Center, The Cable, Island Flavors, Charlestown Nevis, or any member of the Antioch Baptist Church. Or you can go online at www.antiochbaptistskn.org. Islander Water Taxis providing $40 round trip from Nevis to St. Kitts. Be first in line for an unforgettable evening.
Here are your Horses Value Mart IGA Blue Tag Specials.
Running June 11 to June 24th.
David Sunflower Seeds, $7.99. Essential Everyday Mayonnaise, $20.99. Essential Everyday Barbecue Sauce, $7.99. Essential Everyday Single Slice Cheese, just $8.99. Blue Bonnet Margarine Quarters, $6.99. Breyers Ice Cream, $26.99.
And now our value deals. Essential Everyday Cooking Oil Spray, $9.99. Essential Everyday Roasted Peanuts, $11.99. Starkist Tuna Water and Oil, $3.99. Essential Everyday Dish Detergent, $8.99. The Colgate Toothbrush Medium and Soft, $4.99. VO5 Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. The National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice.
Welcome back. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force is urging residents, visitors, and businesses to be on guard against fraud ahead of the St. Kitts Music Festival. In a public advisory, the police force encouraged businesses to pay close attention to currency used in transactions, particularly US dollars. Vendors are being urged to familiarize themselves with the security features of the currency they accept and to ensure staff members are trained to identify potential counterfeit notes. The police also warned festival patrons to purchase tickets only from authorized vendors to reduce the risk of fraud. Police are strongly advising against buying tickets from unauthorized resellers or through other unofficial channels. The advisory further reminded the public that the use of fraudulent documents in any transaction is a criminal offense. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force is encouraging anyone who suspects fraudulent activity to continue the nearest police station or call 911. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will launch its new Office of Financial Conduct in September as part of efforts to strengthen consumer protection across the financial sector. The office will monitor how financial institutions interact with customers and promote fair treatment, transparency, and accountability in the banking system. Tracy Polius, Director of Policy at the ECCB, said the office will focus on the conduct of financial institutions and their relationships with customers.
Office for Financial Conduct is a market conduct regulator for licensed financial institutions, that is our banks, and financial institutions licensed under the Banking Act. So it means an office that will look at how financial consumers treat their customers, whether they treat them fairly, whether they provide disclosures, material to decision making, and all of that good stuff. So that is what the Office for Financial Conduct is.
Paulia said the initiative represents an important step in building trust and confidence in the region's financial system.
It's very important for what we call financial consumer protection of consumers, so that we ensure that they are protected when they do business in the banking sector. It means that we will ensure that their data is protected, that they have adequate rights within the financial system, although they have to execute with those rights their responsibilities, but they have rights within the financial system, that they are treated fairly and they are provided with adequate information when they're making their decisions. And that is important because we have known, or we have seen in the past, that breaches of market conduct also lead to instability in the financial market.
She added that consumers must be equipped with the information needed to make sound financial decisions and understand their rights when accessing financial services.
It is very important that we spread that message all around across the currency union, because the customer is entitled to certain bits of information, certain information to make their decisions. So we need to ensure that customers are provided with adequate disclosures, that they know the financial product that they are purchasing, that that product is suited to their needs, that they have information about the interest rates, when the payments are due, and all of that information, because they require that to make important judgments about and important decisions about how they conduct their financial life.
Coming up, Jamaica's health ministry says 9 travelers from Ebola-affected countries have been placed under mandatory quarantine. The details after this.
You loved the savings before, now we're doubling everything. It's the SL Horsefits Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store Double Cash Back Magic event.
Feel the magic everywhere.
Double the deals, double the savings, double the magic. Get free groceries, just double it. That means double cash back, double the free groceries, double the savings, double the magic, double the excitement across the entire store. Upgrade your living room, refresh your bedroom, transform your dining space, grab new appliances, and save bigger than ever before. Why settle for free groceries when you can double it? It's your chance to shop smarter, save bigger, and reward your family double. Visit SL Horsefits Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store now before it's over. Double the deals, double the free groceries, double the magic, double the cash back.
Cashback magic is here.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Jamaica's health authorities have placed 9 travelers who arrived in the country last week under mandatory self-quarantine as part of enhanced measures to prevent the entry of Ebola into the island. The individuals were identified through strengthened screening procedures at ports of entry after officials determined they had recently traveled through countries affected by the current Ebola outbreak. Jamaica's Ministry of Health and Wellness said the 9 passengers were assessed by port health officials upon arrival and have shown no symptoms associated with the disease. Health officials stressed that there are no confirmed or suspected cases of Ebola in Jamaica. The ministry has also increased surveillance at ports of entry, strengthened coordination among border agencies, reviewed the readiness of isolation facilities, and expanded training for frontline personnel. And coming up, President Trump arrived at the G7 summit in France today. The details right after this.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day, through your life's journey, we're here to stay, NCI will protect you all the way, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always.
President Donald Trump arrived in the French Alps today for the G7 summit, fresh off announcing a deal he says will end the war between the United States and Iran. Trump will hold talks with fellow world leaders, some of whom have been sharply critical of his handling of the 15-week conflict. The war has driven up global energy prices, and polls show most American voters disapprove of it, raising concerns among some Republicans ahead of November's midterm elections. The announcement came after days of reported progress in talks, though the deal looked shaky as recently as Sunday, following a new round of strikes between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. Neither Washington nor Tehran has released the full agreement. And up next in sports, St. Kitts and Nevis's Jazara Claxton has been drafted by the Trinbago Knight Riders for the 2026 Women's CPL. Stay with us.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day, through your life's journey, we're here to stay, NCI will protect you all the way, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always.
St. Kitts and Nevis's Jazara Claxton will return to the Women's Caribbean Premier League after being selected by the Trinbago Knight Riders in today's player draft. Claxton, also a member of the West Indies women's cricket team, was one of several players picked as the 4 franchises finalized their squads for the tournament. This year's tournament will feature the Barbados Royals, Trinbago Knight Riders, Guyana Amazon Warriors, and the Jamaica Empress. The 2026 Women's Caribbean Premier League is scheduled to be played in Barbados from September 5th to the 17th. Meanwhile, St. Kitts and Nevis has claimed another regional 3x3 basketball title after winning the Alliance Hoops and Heritage FIBA 3x3 Light Quest in St. Eustatius. The team of Cecil Angel, Makari Gums, Taekwon Rogers, and Davik Osborne, coached by Wendell Pemberton, capped off an impressive tournament run by capturing the championship on Sunday. Coming up against a strong Suriname outfit in the final, Team SKN rose to the occasion once again, securing a hard-fought 16-13 victory to lift the trophy. The result continues a strong run for St. Kitts and Nevis in the sport and follows the Under-23 team's title-winning performance at the ANOECS tournament in Tortola last month. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
On Friday, June 19th, get ready to go green and have a blast doing it. Join the Ministry of Environment, Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment for the Green Expo, the biggest eco-friendly event of the season. From 2 p.m. until 6 p.m., the action comes alive at the Royal Bastia Valley National Park on the Kim Collins Highway. This year, we are showing you how to bring sustainability home. Come explore a vibrant showcase of creative entrepreneurs, conscious producers, discover smart, renewable energy ideas, amazing water-saving solutions, interactive displays, prizes and giveaways, and fun experiences for the entire family. For more information, visit the ministry's social media pages on Facebook and Instagram or call 869-467-1081 today. Join us at the Green Expo, Friday, June 19th at the Royal Bastia Valley National Park, where green living meets good vibes. Life in the tropics, baby.
Recapping the top stories, Prime Minister Drew has held a series of meetings aimed at strengthening ties between St. Kitts and Nevis and the EU. Senior Met Officer Elmer Burke has confirmed the severity of the drought facing St. Kitts and Nevis, and the OECS has launched a new campaign to preserve education reforms made in St. Kitts and Nevis. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.